Put down the bacon and slug the OJ, because today we're talking about Jim Caviezel's action epic, The Sound of Freedom. It is a movie that is anti-selling children into sex slavery, so all the critics who are giving it bad reviews must like that. Just like when they all slammed Jaws, it meant they secretly liked sharks and also wanted to sell children into sex slavery. Plus, we check in with our old friend Dylan Mulvaney, who has fled the United States for reasons I couldn't possibly understand. All that and so much more, like a number of products you can buy if you want to be cool when the show starts, right?
Ipso facto.
Hello and welcome to the Vongiano Predicament. My name is Steve Vongiano, and I am not the guy who farted at RFK's campaign event. You can't prove anything. That being said, here is a list of races that are now impervious to all diseases. Jews, Chinese, certain Somali tribesmen. End of list. I am the internet's first news commentator with absolutely no political bias. Some people are like, oh, the Republicans are the good guys. Other people are like, oh, the Democrats are the good guys. And I'm like, hey, maybe the only real good guys are the police. I am a moderate centrist, bit of a milquetoast fence sitter. All I want is for you to think for yourself, come to your own conclusions. And then when you hear those conclusions being yelled back at you, maybe donate to that person's Patreon.
I signed up for AMC A-List to see this movie. I really need the money.
I used to be a wild lefty, a kind of far communist socialist Democrat. In 2008, I voted for Barack Obama. And in 2011, I saw a picture of Barack Obama. And in 2012, I slept in and missed voting. But in 2016, I, like a lot of disaffected liberals, voted for Donald Trump. Because he is the only hope of stopping every single Democratic politician from breaking into your house, peeing on all your possessions, and then vigorously fact-checking the Bible. Chuck Schumer has an especially large bladder. That dude can pee for days. And due to the election of Donald Trump, 2016 to 2020 saw absolutely no Antifa violence. Well, I guess there were some, but only because they didn't let Trump off the chain. Some people suggested Trump call in the National Guard to deal with the Black Lives Matter protesters. But have you ever considered maybe, just maybe, nuking Portland? Joe Biden, pictured here remembering that he wears a diaper and then going like, hell yeah, I rock, has been president for, I don't know, like 18 months or something. Doesn't matter. Point is, everything has gone to hell. Gas is now $11 a gallon. Meanwhile, milk is now $7 a gallon, which is expensive for milk, but less than gasoline. That gives me an idea. Producer Nancy Mom, write this down. Google why we can't make a car that runs on milk. Times are tough. Farmers can't grow food. Meanwhile, children are too busy being shown hardcore pornography to eat any of the food anyway. The very fabric of American society, the culture that your grandparents fought and died and had sex and gave birth under and sometimes mowed a lawn nearby, is being systematically destroyed by a series of hip-hop style Joe Biden voter thugs. I'm not racist, you are. So what can you do, person watching this, who, based on all available statistics, is absolutely not either 13 or 93? Okay, you're a reasonable age, you wear a suit, you make 6 figures a year doing a job that involves occasionally sending out an email involving reports of some nature. You're 6'3", you've done a number of marathons in the past year, you occasionally shred cheese with your abs, you're good at sex and not scared of it. What can you do? You feel powerless, but are you? Is there an item nearby that you could grab and then use to shoot your hot vengeance into the world? That's right. Today's episode is sponsored by Patriot Harmonicas. never took a lesson. Patriot Harmonicas are the only American-made harmonica company, and also they're made on an island off the coast of China because even Chinese law won't let them get away with what they do to their workers. To be endorsed by major Hollywood celebrities. I'm talking James Jim Belushi. I'm talking Hugh Laurie. I'm talking Billy Joel. I'm talking Bruce Willis. It didn't make his brain stupid. It was already like that. You start playing this harmonica and ladies will flock to you. And I mean ladies, real thick gals, okay? Just go to wherever women congregate, like Curves Fitness or the tampon aisle at CVS. You start blowing this baby and they will be begging to see the head of your penis briefly. I'm a bluesman, and each harmonica is handmade by veterans. Well, actually, it's made by machines, but they are machines that we have programmed with AI that has the consciousness of soldiers who died in incredibly brutal wars that we later admitted were probably a mistake and don't talk about anymore. So that shouldn't have any negative side effects, right? So head on over to stevevonjano.com/didn't the guy from E Street Band die recently? You could take his place and use code "Why is that manufacturing robot looking at me with murder in its eyes?" to save 20%. And also get a series of links to videos telling you how to play the harmonica.
So somebody gave you this thing for Christmas, or you're buying it for New Year, and you want to know how to play it. I'm going to try to give you the quickest of quick start lessons, and I'm going to do it differently than I've done every other time.
Will not be watching any more of that guy. 2 Alpha makes me uncomfortable. All right, let's talk about it. Beer. It's drunk by straight men all over the world. And also science is working on a new pill to let gay men drink it too. But earlier this year, the popular German brand Anheuser-Busch, that's how you pronounce it, decided to make their products Bud Light. Already pretty gay. I mean, a light beer? Come on. Real men put mayonnaise in their regular beer. Get with the times. Through a multi-billion-dollar campaign featuring popular trans TikToker Dylan Mulvaney, who is, interestingly, very annoying. We're talking billboards everywhere, projections on the side of skyscrapers in every major metropolitan area, Happy Meal, tie-in toys, and of course the time Dylan Mulvaney skydived fully nude into the Super Bowl and had full penetrative sex with the entire Philadelphia Eagles starting line.
It was must-see TV.
And in response, a number of moderate centrists like myself said in a very normal, very chill way, hey guys, could you please stop trying to push this anarchic, radical trans agenda onto our children through their favorite beer, Bud Light? We stopped buying the beer. Then a month or two later, when we ran out, we stopped drinking the beer. Then we started eating right, jogging. Consequently, every single MAGA person got in really good shape. Just join any pro-Trump Facebook group and you'll be like, damn, glistening abs. But that was 3 months ago, which in the online yelling business is basically the Napoleonic Wars, okay? So I thought we'd check in on Bud Light and see how they're currently doing.
They got lime now?
God damn it, I thought we had crushed it. Shit. How about Target? Are those all burning cinders? They're still open? Black Lives Matter can burn down every AutoZone, but they're leaving Target open? Go Target that, it's in the name. So it might kind of seem like the right wing is losing this culture war. But 2 things to note. Okay, first off, you're not losing. You're winning, you're doing great, everyone knows it, they all respect you. This is the year your grandkids start talking to you again and also either cut or grow out their hair, whichever you'd prefer. Other thing to note, I am not right wing, okay? Like I said, moderate centrist, milk toast fence sitter, love the milk, love the toast, okay with the fence, would prefer a border wall, but those are harder to sit on. Yet, despite not being conservative myself, I do have a number of conservative viewers. A few. Most of my viewers are actually moderates. Okay, and everyone spamming slurs in the comments section, they're all a psyop. I disavow you, but please keep watching. Maybe donate to the Patreon. You know, all money is green. I agree with the conservatives on some things. I respect all ideas, even if I don't agree with them. For example, abortion. I believe in a woman's right to choose, which is why it's so terrible that the Democratic Party wants to send Black Ops Special Forces teams into women's uteri in the third trimester to carry out Colombian death squad-esque assassinations of babies who are now old enough to point a finger and say, "Please don't kill me, I want to start a small business." And I'll tell you something else the conservatives have right: how to release a movie. Specifically, how to call everyone who gives it a bad review a pedophile. Damn, great strategy.
Elaine May should have considered that after she released Ishtar.
There is a new film that is absolutely blowing apart the moderate centrist sphere. It's called The Sound of Freedom, and it stars Academy Award winner Mira Sorvino, Tony Award winner Bill Camp, and of course, in the lead role, we have Jim Caviezel, who I think got a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award for his role in Passion of the Christ. It was for Best Messiah. It tells the story of Tim Ballard, a real guy who actually produced the movie. Kind of like how in that Freddie Mercury biopic, it was produced by all the other members of Queen who are still alive. So every scene where Freddie Mercury's like, "Hey, what if we have a big Coke orgy?" They're all like, "Well, that sounds fun, but I sure would like to go home to my wife who I'm faithful to throughout this whole decade." Like that. But Tim Ballard's telling the truth in this one. He is a specialist in the deadly art of stopping kids from getting molested. Or more often, grabbing them after they've been molested so he can bring them back to their family and then they can just kind of sit around with dead eyes and bum everybody out. This movie is about Ballard's mission down to Colombia. Or maybe it's Honduras, or maybe they're the same country. It's like a Yugoslavia situation. Regardless, he goes down there and he stops some very adorable brown children from getting their buttholes fingered by some of Hollywood's most Jewish-looking character actors who are willing to work for scale. Okay, I gotta clear the air. I have not seen this movie, okay? I wanted to. I was ready for it. I went to the store, got extra Pepto, because I'm not seeing any movie without a big bucket of popcorn and some pretzel bites and some nachos, maybe Sour Patch Kids. Definitely a trough-esque bucket of Diet Coke. But when I showed up to my local movie theater, which is 39 miles away, we burned down every movie theater in Columbuston, Ohio, because they were either showing pornography or refusing to show pornography. The ticket taker told me that my AMC A-list reservation was not valid because my debit card had been declined. And also, it was a Regal. But listen, can I prove George Soros is behind this? Yes, I can. But that would take some time. So for right now, just take my word on it.
I'm also not allowed back in the theater after I tried to pull the popcorn trick on myself during a screening of Elemental.
But I don't think I need to see this movie. I already know that molesting children, especially Hispanic children, is bad. This movie is really for the libs. They should see it. But unfortunately, the only thing they go to the theaters for are Marvel movies or A24 elevated horror, where the whole time you're like, when is the monster going to cut someone's head off? And then it turns out it's all just a metaphor for how the writer's mom didn't talk to him or something. The movie doesn't need our help, though. It has already made $100 million, easily beating the new woke Indiana Jones movie, which has made $300 million. But Sound of Freedom made more money on July 4th, which is the most American holiday, so money counts more. I don't make the rules. The new Indiana Jones movie is truly a woke nightmare. Okay? There's a woman in it. And also, Harrison Ford is like 90 years old. I guess it's not really woke. It's kind of just more elder abuse. But I still don't care for it. Also haven't seen that movie either. But despite the very clear molestation message this movie has, it's against it, critics are savaging it. It makes you wonder, why would all these elite media types have a problem with a movie where literally Jesus Christ swoops down in a helicopter and starts mowing down child traffickers, I think, again, I haven't seen it. Is it because, possibly, just maybe, every single movie critic everywhere is actually a pedophile? Okay, I've been informed by my team, which is just producer Nancy Mom, she yelled at me, please don't make her do that again, that the secular humanist YouTube lawyers will not take kindly to me slandering a bunch of movie critics. Except for Roger Ebert. They said he's dead, so I can do whatever the hell I want. You hear that, you chinless fuck? Stop kissing babies on the asshole. Maybe there's a lesson you could learn here, Hollywood. Angel Studios, the company behind The Sound of Freedom. And also, what is the sound of freedom, you know? I think it's like, Brrr! It's like a bald eagle swooping down and picking up an Antifa rioter. It's a good sound. Anyway, this company, Angel Studios, they made a movie. A real movie. They used cameras, not just their iPhones. They used real locations, mostly because Marvel wouldn't let them borrow the green screen. They used actual squibs, I think, I pray, I hope. But most importantly, they told a relevant, timely story. And even more importantly, they told everybody that unless you buy a full price ticket to this movie and then also bought a bunch of other full price tickets for other people, you're a pedophile. So maybe instead of yet another superhero movie or Star Wars movie or Secret Life of Pets 7, whatever they're on now, you could make something people actually want to see. And that's why I'm announcing my spec script for Sound of Freedom 2. Listen, we already know Jim Caviezel can go in and save children in South America. But what if he went to the moon? Truly the Bolivia of space. Call me woke Hollywood. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My first video recorded in my new setup. I got a new desk. I don't know if it looks as good. I kind of still have a cold. Not really, I'm coming down. My voice hurts. Maybe donate extra to the Patreon because I'm ailing, because I'm sick, okay? And listen, I have a cold, yet they tell me global warming is real. Makes ya think. Like and subscribe. You gotta like and subscribe. Hit the button down there. I have links to my social media. I got Twitter, I got TikTok, I got Instagram, and I got a Patreon for only $5 a month. That's nothing. If you don't have $5 a month, I'm gonna tell you other than you're fucking worthless. You can make $5 a month. Just go out on the street, go to random people and go, can I have $1? At least 5 will give it to you, okay? So for $5 a month, you get exclusive bonus content. You get a bonus episode every single week. I'm gonna do one for Monday, where I think I read some of the emails that my good friend Patty Bet David sent over to me. I get so many emails from that guy. His car got stolen. He literally sent me an email that just said, my car got stolen. I'm like, interesting news for you, I guess. I don't know. But more importantly, if you donate to the Patreon, you get an executive producer credit. Where are they gonna be rolling now? I gotta move myself over. Maybe they'll be, what do I go, like right here? No, I'm screwing down the green screen. Everything's falling apart. Look at these people. Look at these beautiful names. I'm looking the wrong way. Look at these beautiful names. Oh my God. They all give me $5 a month. Okay? Because guess what? They don't need the money to go see Sound of Freedom. All right, you can go online, get a free ticket to go see that movie. Go do it. It's fun, but respect it. Whatever you do, don't drop an edible, go into the movie, and start laughing at it. That is disrespectful, quite frankly, and the only conclusion I can possibly come to is that you are a pedophile, okay? Am I saying that all of these people who donate to the Patreon, are they all pedophiles? I'm not saying that, and you can draw your own conclusions, okay? All right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. We got another video coming up right soon. And until next time...
Why didn't Mel Gibson direct The Sound of Freedom? It's the only thing that could have made it better.
Shut up and sit down.